Now tell me if this is you. You're sitting in another meeting, you're perhaps knocking down another report, but deep down, you know that you are meant for so much more. And you've been dreaming about starting your own business, but when it hits you, then you start asking yourself, where do I even start? What if I fail? Can I even do this while I keep my job? Does that sound familiar? Stick around because today I'm breaking down the exact steps to go from employee to entrepreneur con confianza, with confidence, and the one secret that could forever fast track your success. Now, this is not about dropping everything and diving head first. I'm going to show you how to start small, play smart, that's the key, and build something that could change your life and the people around you, all while avoiding the mistakes that hold most people back. Now, I've been exactly where you are, sitting in that corporate chair, feeling the tension between comfort and ambition. The truth is, I didn't just jump into entrepreneurship. I built my business step by step, and now I help others like you to do the same. So, whether you're looking for freedom, or maybe you're looking for that extra income, or simply the chance to create something that is yours, then you're in the right place. Now, here's the biggest problem I see. Too many people try to figure it out by themselves. They try to figure it out alone and they waste months, sometimes years on the wrong steps, or they get overwhelmed and give up before they even see the progress. But what if you didn't have to do it alone? What if you had a guide, a coach, somebody who's walked this path and could save you time, stress, and money? I'm going to share the exact steps to start your entrepreneur journey without risking your current job. And we'll also talk about finding the right coach, somebody who understands your journey. This can be a game changer that takes you from dreaming to doing. And I'll give you the tips for identifying the right coach for you and explain why that support can make all of the difference in the world. I am going to share with you 7 powerful points of consideration as you are making your dream a reality of starting that business. Now, the last two were the most transformational for me, and I can't wait to share those with you. And the reason you see me here with a big grin is because I've been in your shoes. And at that point, I didn't have a role model. So that's why I'm excited about making this video because, yes, you get strategies and there's so much information out there. So, lack of information, that's not the issue. You have the information, but sometimes you get in your head because whenever you see a lack of role model, and honestly, it's not that I'm perfect or anything close to it, but maybe you see an aspect of yourself in me and what I'm sharing, and that's why we connect. And that's why I can help at least sharing my journey so you can also learn, not the hard way like I did, but a little bit faster. Yes. And yes, I invested in myself. I did so many trainings, I many things, but the lack of role model was what stopped me. I didn't see a lot of Latinas out there. I didn't see a lot of people who were already invested in a career for over 20 years when there is a lot at stake. Kids, family, honestly, the style that you live and all of that and making that change, then you see, oh goodness, I'm too late to the game. They started whenever they were young and that's why they're successful and now I'm competing with them and da, da, da. We are sometimes our worst enemies. So that's why I decided, you know what? I finally was able to make the change, be successful, put my energy and my love into something that I'm passionate about. I have a mission and a vision of creating this movement of people like you and I that we need to show our superpowers. We perhaps don't fit the mold of what we see around there, but that's what makes us special. So that's why I want to make sure that I can help you unleash those superpowers and share them with the world as well. So that's the whole reason I created this channel. But again, this is why I'm so excited and you see me with a big grin because I want to share what I know with you so I can help you make that dream a reality as well. All right, numero uno, and it's so easy, is having a clear vision. You're probably thinking, oh, duh, I knew that. But you have no idea how many people miss that. They want something different. They want more of this, less of that, but they're not clear. And without clarity, you go like this, you go everywhere and nowhere. So having that clarity, that vision, not about what you want to be next year. No, no, no. a long term vision, because remember, this is a journey. This is not a flip that you go on and off. If that's what you think having a business is, then that's not it. Sorry, I'll be completely honest with you. But honestly, part of the journey is the growth. Like, you don't do it because you want that thing at the end. You do it because of the person you become in every milestone, in every chapter. And honestly, for me, that's the beauty of life. Okay, so having that vision is really important. And this is honestly, we're so busy in this world. We go, 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 go. And we forget to just have time with ourselves, and just having that time with ourselves, and even close your eyes and have that vision. What do you want? Why do you want it? Who do you want to help? Who is better on the other side whenever this thing that you're building is done or it starts growing? That's the thing, that if you here, piece of paper, and start journal, 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 everything, as much juice you can give it, emotions, colors, smells, every detail that you have a beautiful, beautiful vision. Don't get stuck in the how. A lot of people say, okay, I want this, and but I want to know how to do it. No, 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 no. You have to go in detail with like the what, like what's that vision. Ooh, and then why, and not the how. The how is the last thing. I know it's hard because we want to know, tell me the how, tell me the how. No, the how will unfold, which is so difficult to, but trust me, the how will unfold. If you get stuck in the how, you're not going to move, because guess what? You never done this before. You never done it before. But when you are clear into what is that vision, the how will unfold. When you're focused into that what and why this is so important to you, magically coincidences will happen. I'm telling you, when you are focused, that's whenever coaches come, or network opportunities, or partnerships, or you hear a conversation in the coffee shop. I'm telling you, things will happen whenever you're crystal clear into what you want. So having that vision is extremely important. As much detail as you can give it, the better. And then whenever you go into the why, you have to make it juicy. You have to make it emotional. You have to make it so strong that whenever doubt comes in your face, you say, sorry, I don't have time for this right now, because this is what is at stake. Like, I need to make this happen. I need it because of the people who I'm about to help are waiting for it. I need to do it because of my family. Whatever is that why. And a beautiful tool that I have learned on how to do it is whenever you go 7 layers deep. Seven. I know I love the number seven. 7 layers deep. Because if you start at the surface, that is like a house that is not built in a strong foundation. So any kind of like big wind will get the, isn't that like a story, like a kid story? Like the one with the, yeah, never mind. You know which story I'm talking about. But a house that is not very solid is going to crumble. So that's why you have to get into a deep why. Just like a little kid, but why? But why? But why? Okay, because I want freedom. But why? Da, da, da. But why? Do it 7 times. Trust me, 7 times. Don't get stuck. Oh, I don't know why. There is a meaningful why. And whenever you perhaps are like in the third one, you say, this is it. That's because you have something to work with you. There's a resistance there showing up. And that's whenever you have to really dig deeper. And most of the times, that's whenever people start like crying, because they get really into something very powerful. But the most powerful, the better, because it's gonna help you when things don't go your way. When you say, I'm gonna take action, and then life has a surprise for you. But it doesn't matter. You will figure it out because you have the other tools, the other strategies, the coaches, the people who are gonna help you accountable, and the why to keep moving forward no matter what. So that's number one, having that vision very clear and the why. Now, number two is that you can start small without risking it all. When I made the jump, corporate jump, the corporate to entrepreneurship jump, I didn't just do it and say, oh, I hope everything goes well. No, I actually was doing both for 4 years. For 4 years. Was I going crazy? Honestly, no, I know. When you do something that you love, it actually gives you more energy. Is the craziest thing at all, and I love it. I am very choosy with my yeses. I don't say yes to things that don't feel me. I don't say yes to people who don't feel me. or that I can connect with. And that can be another video. But be very choosy with your yeses. But there is a way on how you can integrate all of the aspects that matter to you in a mix that is perfect for you, that you label success. Know what the society says, know what the neighborhood says, know what maybe people in your family want you to do. No, in a way that makes sense for you and your family and your loved ones. Okay, so this is very important. And I did both. There's a way on how you can integrate. Was I sleeping? Yes, of course I was sleeping. You don't want to see me whenever I'm sleep deprived. I'm cranky. And I know I'm always in a good mood, but I'm cranky when I don't have my sleep. So yes, of course I slept. So it's not a matter of like not sleeping and hustle and play hard. No, there's a way to really do it all. And that's the things that I love to teach in more detail, especially when I'm working with my clients. But again, I'll give you a couple of things. Be choosy with your yeses, right? Understand what time of the day you are the most productive. If you have the flexibility to work your own times in whatever you're doing in your career, and how to integrate the business. Now, if the only time you have weekends and nights for your business, fine. So make it sure that it happens so you're in a good energy space whenever you're working also in your business. For me, it was the evenings. For me, it was also the weekends. But I also make sure that I had intentional time with my family on the weekends. So again, this is not a race. This is not about like speed and making it happen. That's why it took me a good 4 years to really establish something that actually worked at my pace, at the pace that made sense for me. And now I had the flexibility to do the change because I knew I had proof of concept. I knew that what I built worked. And if it worked with the little time that I had, imagine if I can focus, give it my all energy, focus, and time. I knew I could make it happen, and that's exactly what happened. So there's different strategies on how you can make that career change, that switch from the salary to fully entrepreneurship. But for now, if you're starting the business, you can do both. And that's usually what I say. Do both until you have that proof of concept that you can go all full in. Number three is one of my favorites. You know what? Leverage your corporate skills. Many of people like you and I think that, oh my goodness, are starting from zero. We're not. We're starting with years of experience in the corporate world. We're starting with wisdom, which the majority, I will say like 95 plus percent of entrepreneurs, when they start, they don't have that. You and I have a secret weapon, which is we have wisdom. Okay. So don't underestimate the organizational skills that we already know, the leadership skills that we know, the problem solving skills that we know. All of that is going to serve you amazingly well. So remember, you're not starting from zero. You're starting with all of the years of experience that you have, and you're learning the new, and you have the learning agility to learn the new. So it's like you're going in parallel. And learning the new, honestly, is easy because you've done it for so many years in the corporate world, right? There's always something new, a new situation, or maybe it's a new role. Then this is, again, you come with wisdom and you learn the new. Number four, make sure that you have a financial cushion, okay? For people like you and I that have been already in the corporate world for many, many years, perhaps we also now have families and we have more things at stake, right? More things to take care of. So this is why having a financial cushion is very important. And like I mentioned before, many people do this jump different ways. But I'll share with you, this is something that I've been working with my husband for many years and aligning to, hey, at some point I'm going to make this shift. Now it happened sooner than I thought it was going to happen, but hey, even better. But we align on what those numbers were, and we work together to at least have a little bit over a year of expenses in savings. So then we could leverage that as we were working on our business. He's also an entrepreneur. So make sure you have those discussions with your significant other, if that makes sense, and also understand what those numbers are for you. So really understanding the financials in terms of the taxes, the health insurance, that's a biggie. And then your basic expenses, and then what's the quality of life that you want to have while you're building your business. That's really important. And based on that, sometimes, at least, we were not good trackers for many years. So it took a couple of months for us to understand what was our baseline, so then we could determine that. So this could be a good exercise to do with your significant other, but having that financial cushion, I'm not saying you absolutely need it, but it makes the transition much easier. Five, Network, 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 network. Proximity is key in this game. And this is not about like what you can do for me. No, if you go with that attitude, that's gonna be a bad thing. Make sure that this is something about how can I help you, how you can help me. It's almost like you go with a win-win approach in every conversation that you have, in every connection that you have. But connections are key. You're always one connection away from making this next leap of yours a reality. And those connections are people that perhaps that you're learning from. Those are people who are sharing perhaps their journey in terms of what worked and what didn't work for them. These are connections that can connect you with other people who are actually going to be the people to be connected with in your business, the key people in your business. So honestly, starting with that networking now, not whenever you get into that. No, no, do it now. Do it now. There are different ways to do it. Obviously, you can start by physical networking events with small businesses, or you can do it in LinkedIn. Start thinking about, okay, what will be resources that will be really helpful, right, for my business. So network is key. And the thing is, like, for you and I Latinos, that we think that, oh, we will figure out this by ourselves and we're going to work hard. This is whenever you have to be very clear into what you want, but then very resourceful. And the resources will come through networking events. They will come through I said synchronicities. Is that, did I even say that word correctly? Coincidences, all of synchronicities. Is that? Yeah, I think I said it. Ooh, I think I said it right. Uh, but this is how you want to make sure that you are very intentional with the community, the people that you surround yourself, like proximity, the connections, network, and also be very choosy with the people you surround yourself. Because remember when you were 16 and your mom would say, Nena, cuidado con quien tú te juntas, like be careful who you hang around with, is because we become the average of the 5 people that we spend the most time with. So make sure you are very intentional with the people that you're surrounded, and make the people who are cheering on you, people who are teaching you, people who are pulling you forward, people who believe in you whenever you don't believe in yourself, people who are ahead of you in the game. All of those people are awesome people to have in your circle. And since we're talking about proximity, it makes sense for me to tell you about the most transformational insight that I learned in this game, and it's the importance of having a coach. This business journey is not easy. It's not easy, it's difficult. Again, it comes with a lot of growth opportunities. And I say growth because that's whenever a lot of people tend to say failures, but it's part of the game. And again, you don't do it for the thing, you do it because of the person that you become. And if you do it alone, at the second that you get the imposter syndrome, or the second you self doubt yourself, or the first failure, and you don't have that support, that structure, that accountability, it's going to be so easy to go back to what is comfort for you, that little box of your comfort zone. So if you really want to step outside of your comfort zone, you want a coach who has done it, you want a coach that you connect with, you want a coach that you respect because of the things that that person has accomplished. You want a coach that you can align in terms of values. You want a coach that you can trust and you can be yourself and really be vulnerable in terms of, this is what I'm thinking, and I don't know what I'm thinking and having these thoughts, but that's happening because then that coach, they have been there. They have been there. All the doubts that you have, they also had them, and they learn. They have tools and strategies that help you overcome that. And when you have that connection, it's powerful. It's powerful. And now, at some point at the beginning, I didn't even want to invest in one coach, right? Because I'm thinking, oh, the money that is coming out. And like, no, I'm actually investing in myself. I'm investing in the transformation that I want. I'm not investing in a person. Yes, I am. But no, the investment is actually in me. So when I was able to do that mindset shift, my goodness, I'm telling you, my growth went whoo. That's whenever I did 2 career changes. That's whenever I wrote that book that ended up being an Amazon bestseller, Intentional Unicorn. That's whenever I was able to start my business and grow it to the point that I was able to leave the corporate world and have all of my energy into something that I love. And that's what helped me travel the world in the last 2 years. The importance of that coach is incredible. And I'm telling you, it's not that I'm needy, but I have 5 coaches now. I have one that helps me with my speaking business. I have one that helps me when it comes to mindset. I have one that helps me with sales. I have one that helps me with AI. And then I have one for fitness as well. So Lack of coaches, that's not a problem for me, but this is what I want to unlock with you because a lot of people go into, I don't have time, I don't have the money. And honestly, those barriers, if you can understand that you're investing in yourself. When you finally get that and understand that with the right coach, you get that transformation, that push that is going to help you get to that next goal. I'm telling you, you're unstoppable. You're unstoppable. So I wish you that you can connect. If that coaches me, amazing. Make sure you go to my website, www.jennylopez.com. Jenny is JENNIELOPEZ.com. And we can schedule a chat and we can see if we have a good fit and if I can help you and then take it from there. But if not, I really, really wish you that you can connect with that coach that is going to unlock a new world for you. Last but not least is really go deep in terms of mindset. A lot of people think that success is all the strategies and the tools and the information and tell me how to do it and I'll implement it and voila, magic happens. That's easy. That's 20% of success. 80% is here. Don't you think that if this was easy, everybody will be doing it? No, it's not. This is meant for people who are like, hey, it's difficult. And you know what? I'm crazy. I like that because it helps me grow. It helps me become a better person for my kids, for my husband, for the people I help. And again, that's part of the journey. So mindset, I actually started there before I even thought of starting a business. Whenever I was just thinking about career changes, which was a very difficult step for me because the first one I did it after 17 years in one area, and then I did another one towards the end of my career, another crazy but amazing career change. I was working on mindset. I was working on mindset and investing and investing. And this is the favorite part that I have with every of my clients. All the aha moments, all of the clicks, you see the people who are like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And out of the sudden, it's almost like they put a superhero cape and they go like, we got this. And they become unstoppable. I love unlocking this to my clients. And it's all mindset. Because believe it or not, we have so many limiting beliefs because of the way we were raised, because of the experience that we have had. Culturally, there's so many that some of them we're aware of them, but some of them, they are here in our brain and they're impacting the way that we make decisions and we take or do not take actions based on those wirings that we have, based on the way we see the world, based on the rules that we tell each other on how we see the world, and they're limiting us. They're limiting us. There's nothing different from you and the people who you admire, of people who are making it big out there. Nothing. We all can unleash those dreams that we have, but it's here, it's the mindset. So make sure that you invest into really start breaking those limiting beliefs and making sure that they're empowering so they help you. I learned that, whenever you see those kids in school, actually, I was one of them with those backpacks that have so many books. Actually, now they have computers. So I don't think, no, my kids have still a lot of stuff in those backpacks. But even before computers, so maybe your age, my age, all those books and those backpacks were sometimes bigger than us. And you know how hard it was to go from one classroom to the other because of that resistance that we had. So think about those being our limiting beliefs and imagine how lighter and how faster and how much dynamic and energetic you are if you don't have that kind of heaviness with you. So that's the magic you can do whenever you really crush those limiting beliefs and turn it into empowering beliefs. So mindset, mindset, mindset. Now, if I can share something that is going to even boost you a little bit more, is to understand what your superpowers are. Because it's not only going to help you separate from the others, it's going to help you with confidence. Whenever I say that you start sometimes comparing your journey with others, but honestly, you cannot compare apples with oranges because that's what we do all the time. You need to avoid that comparison because you're here to live your own journey and your only competition is you. Who you were 5 years ago, who you are now, who you want to be 5 years from now. That's it. That's your game. That's your game. And again, comparison is one of those things that you add into your heavy backpack. Let it out. You don't want any of that. You want to make sure you're competing with yourself. And whenever you're in your element, in your authentic element, you understand what that superpower is, how you can best help the people you're connecting with, you become unstoppable because that's your jam. Like you're not competing with anybody. There's only one you that have those superpowers in that specific way because of those specific circumstances. Show it to the world. Show it to the world. And the people who are meant to connect with you, they will. They will, because you will attract that same energy. And I'm telling you, it's beautiful. You get amazing clients, you get an amazing community, and you get to operate being you. Being you. You don't have to worry about anything. The only thing that your focus is, how can I continue to serve? How can I continue to help? How can I continue to grow? Now you probably see why I had that big smile at the beginning, because I had so much to share. And honestly, this was like a little bit bite-sized information and insights to help you get you into that journey of yours. I have so much more to share, and I'm not holding anything back. So I have one favor to ask you. If there was one specific thing that you want to learn more, or maybe another aspect that I didn't cover in this transition of yours, you have a question. Okay, yes, that's good, but I don't understand that. And how do I do that? Please put it in the comments. It's the only way I can best help you. And I'm telling you, I'm not holding anything back. I'm here to help you. And also hit subscribe, because that way you continue to get these insights. So help me help you, and let's grow stronger together. I'll see you on the next video.